communication. Communication is a two-way process, which means that you speak, the other person listens, and then when you listen, the other person speaks. And that's the same relationship that we want to establish with God, so that when you speak via your prayer, God is listening. And when you listen to God, you're going to hear his voice through his word. So when you read the Bible, God is actually speaking to you. And I want you to encourage you to make sure you establish that communication, because it is very important. We want to encourage you to establish your time of devotion. Now that time of devotion will bring you into alignment of what God desires for you and what he wills for you. And it's going to be hard sometimes to actually keep your devotion going. There are times when you start off really good, and then there are other times when you just fall on the wayside, you're tired, you're too busy. But establish the time of devotion. It can be any time for you. Some people advocate on mornings early. If mornings are not good for you, then do it on afternoons. If afternoons are too busy, then find the evening to do it, but make sure that you do it on every day, a consistent basis. The time does not matter, because God is always there. He's always listening. But it's important that you establish a devotion and you keep the time that is most appropriate for you. And I want to also encourage you to pray to God, to talk to him, no matter what it is, no matter what circumstances you're going through. We know it's a natural inclination for that everything you're going through, that the first thing you do is to run and tell a friend or run and tell somebody that you know that really cares about you. But I want to encourage you that if there's anything that is going on within your life that troubles your spirit so much, that the first person you speak to is God on it first. And then go and tell your loved one, because you want to establish the communication between you and God. The second one is commitment. And commitment is really pledging yourself to a course of action. You have decided that you're going to live the life that God wants you to live. And I want to encourage you to maintain the lifestyle that God desires of you. And that is simply living a holy life. It sounds easy, but it is very hard. But you can do it because God is going to enable you. Try to do as much as you possibly can, knowing that you're living the life that he has called you to. And the second thing that falls under commitment is to attend church regularly. And we're not just saying that to build numbers, but it helps you in your faith and it helps you in your knowledge base. So that when you come to church regularly, you actually hear God's word, you hear somebody explain it to you, so that when you have to do it on your own, when you have to approach God, you come with an understanding, knowing what he has already said to you. And the third point is continuation. Keep going on. The Christian life is not easy. It is very hard, it is very rough, but hang in there. And if you find that you're moving back and you're slipping, ask God to hold on to you. Because once you see that desire to hold on, he's going to hold on to you until you find your feet again. So I want to encourage you not to give up. No matter what is happening, keep going on.